Hello, ladies and gentlemen, fellow guitar players. Today we are reviewing a Glarry Telecaster. It's a little smudgy over here. I've been playing. I already unboxed this a few weeks ago. But yeah, this is either just a Telecaster copy, or you could call it a T-style. But this is the Glarry brand guitar. It is one of the ones that they sell. Where it does not have the name on the headstock, so I went ahead and created my own guitar brand. Never before seen brand. I did put it on Scotch tape though, so I could just rip that right off. I'm hilarious. So yeah, let's get into the specs a little bit. Actually, let's start off with they sell it on their website. You'll either see yellow or transparent yellow for what this color is. And again, I apologize that it's a little smudgy. It really is quite a beautiful shine when it's all cleaned up. Which for this finish, you can actually just use like a nice glass cleaner. But anyway, this is you'll see either yellow or transparent yellow. Is what it's going to be labeled as, but really, if somebody asked me the color of this guitar, I describe it as a honey glaze. It's pretty. If you like a butterscotch telly or a blonde telly, this is a pretty darn good substitute for that. So yeah, let's start getting into the specs here. No edits, by the way. This is just completely free form here. No sponsorships. I'm not supported by Glarry or anything. It would be nice to be. That'd be cool. But no, this is just my own opinion. I'm going to tell you everything straight up. Frankly, if I was supported by Glarry, I would not have shown you that headstock. So, alright, this is a basswood body. I always mix that up because bass is an instrument, so, you go to say basswood. So it's a basswood body. It's a solid body, and it's only about 5 and change pounds, definitely under 6 pounds. I did weigh this at some point. By the way, I do apologize for that glare. I just wanted to put the flash on so you could get a better sense of what this color was really like. So okay, again, this is a excuse me, a basswood body. This is a maple neck with a maple fretboard, and you can see it's a separate piece here, this fretboard. I guess let's start back here. You've got your standard clips for the strap here, as would be on a Telecaster. You've got your 2 pickups, your bridge, your neck, your neck pickup for your Telecaster. Let's try to get this angle better for the matter of fact, let me see if I can turn this flash off. There we go. Okay. It's a little darker now, but that's probably better for you guys. So, okay, this is, they refer to it as a lipstick, or a soap bar, I guess, soap something I've heard before, but lipstick is what I've mainly heard for this type of pickup for the neck. You've got an ashtray, your classic kind of ashtray bridge for your Telecaster. They do have, forgive me if I'm forgetting the correct terminology for a second, but the strings, oh my gosh, they cannot be individually intonated here. You've got 2 by 2 by 2 instead of each one individual, so take that as you may. It's not that big a deal, but it can be a little frustrating when setting up. You've got 1 master volume, 1 master tone back here, volume here, your kind of semi-classic top hat switch. I don't know if this is exactly what they used to look like. I've seen actually a few different kinds of switches, even from the same brand. And I do also apologize for the picture kind of cutting out a little bit. There we go. Speaking to, as much as I do like this guitar, actually speaking to one negative, maybe you can see it here. It is a little bit, and I've seen this on another channel. I'll give a shout out. I think it was Trogly's Guitar Show, who bought the same exact Telecaster, and when he took it apart, he could see that this was screwed in a second time here, as if they had messed it up the first time and then re-leveled it. However, this does appear, well, it is a little off, but really, if you're not looking for it, it's not something you'd probably notice, and it doesn't affect playability, so that's not a big deal. As far as the pickguard, it's actually interesting. They use like a again, sorry for the picture cutting out, but they use like a 3-ply pickguard. I do actually still have the plastic on top of mine. It does come with plastic, which is kind of nice. I'll get back to that in 1 second. But yeah, it would be cool. I kind of would have liked the white pickguard, but it is, you can see it's black, white, and black. Probably would have been cheaper just to do 1 ply, but hey, that's cool. Going back to that plastic for a second, actually, you can see here that there's still some plastic around that lipstick pickup, and the reason for that is it's very difficult. And once again, I think it was Trogly, I'll give a shout out. There was another channel that said the same thing, and they're right, that getting the plastic off of this particular model is almost impossible without actually, like, getting it off fully and not leaving scrapes and chips and whatnot is almost impossible without actually taking this pickguard off. So it is a nuisance. It's not the end of the world. The pickup still sounds great. Even I did have to uncover it to really get that full sound. When it was covered in plastic, it didn't sound very good, but yeah, it's still, you know, again, not the end of the world, still pretty good, but it is a bit of a nuisance. It's more a packaging issue than like a design issue, so once again, take that as you may. As for the headstock, I'm sorry for the shakiness as well, too, but as for the headstock, you know, it's kind of, I don't want to say classic Glarry, but this is more or less what you'll see with the generics, or with anything Glarry. Yeah, I'm not even going to mention other brands at the moment, but you can see you've got 2 string trees, you know, your kind of generic tuners, but frankly, these guitars stay in tune really well, and it's really surprising. But yeah, they stay in tune really well. It does have a plastic nut, and you can see here, maybe I can get the picture to cut in better, but no, regardless, you can kind of see it's not offset. It looks like the nut may be offset, but it's, there we go. It's the way that the wood is cut. It's actually not the nut, or maybe it is on this one. You know what? That's the first time I ever thought it might be the nut. All right, maybe my nut's a little offset. Okay. Anyway, I believe it's your kind of standard scale length, right? It's what, 25.5 for the scale length. You've got 24 frets, right? 12, 13, 14, 15, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2. I counted 23. Well, maybe there's 23 or 24. Okay, so yeah, 23 frets. Good scale length. Honestly, really, you know, it does have a fat neck as well. Actually, like the term I've heard repeatedly is a what do you call it? A baseball bat neck. But I would assume they do that so that it can take the tension from tuning. Yeah, I mean, it's a little tough for beginners, but frankly, I'm still a bit of a beginner, and it's very doable. The finish, I don't know if this is satin. I forget what this is called, but it's finished nicely. I mean, it's sanded down decently. You could do more if you wanted to. That's my bread over there. But yeah, it's, I mean, I know I keep saying but I'm having a hard time trying to find too many faults with this cheap guitar, or too many. I'm also trying to remember what to show you guys, but yeah, there's not many things. I mean, the edges are all beveled. the fret edges. There's no fret sprout. You know, everything's pretty good. Doesn't really cut you or anything. So I do apologize. I'm not going to be doing a playthrough for this particular video. I should be uploading that as a separate, maybe part 2 review to this. But it is, you know, it is plugged in and somewhat in tune. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. I know it's a bit lo-fi and early YouTube style. But if there's anything that I left out, or if you have any questions, I can absolutely answer in the comments, or I can make a follow-up video. I'm sure there's something I left out. You know, maybe something about the thickness, or something about the neck. It is your kind of standard Fender, you know, for bolt-on neck. Oh, and I will say, you know, again, because this is the Glarrys that don't have the name on the headstock, I do wonder if there's some sort of B-stock. I've had pretty good luck with the ones that don't have the name on the headstock. However, this one did, I would say, like, the biggest fault, maybe I should put the flash back on for this, would be, you can see coming out from the neck here, there is a little crack, potentially just kind of on the surface, on the finish, I can't fully tell, and then there's a pretty similar one on the other side. But it's set well, it plays well, and, you know, it's for the price range. I mean, you can't really be too upset. So, yeah, I mentioned it to Glarry. I let them know about the issue, and yeah, I mean, they're a pretty helpful company and everything, and they offered to help me in a couple different ways. And I would also like to mention last that you can buy directly from Glarry's website, and getting support is easier directly through Glarry's website. It is a tad pricier. I guess it's up to you to decide whether or not that's worth it. I know Amazon has some decent prices. Personally, I'm a big eBay fan. So I would recommend going and checking out some Glarry products on eBay. But yeah, definitely check out, I think it's GlarryMusic.com or just Glarry.com. And yeah, check out their whole lineup, because they've got some really interesting stuff. They've got some Telecasters, Strats, funky stuff with humbuckers that you can play some crazy gent metal on, and other awesome things. So yeah, again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you have any questions or complaints, or you want to just yell at me, feel free to do so in the comments. Have a great day.